KKHT wants you to meet the classiest guys in real estate.
This is Tim O'Neill, the icon of insurance.
I'm Chris Kelso, the Meister of Mortgage.
And I am Rob Cook, the godfather of real estate. And together we are
the Real Estate Rat Pack. Much like us, real estate in the greater Houston area is hot.
So whether you're buying, selling, owning, or insuring real estate in the greater Houston area,
you need to check us out as we are the preeminent source for everything you need to know.
And now, they're here to take your calls and answer your questions live. Call now 1-800-808-5548. The Real Estate Rat Pack.
Good morning, Houston. Man, there's like, how many people do we have back there in the green room?
We have
I think I lost count around 20 or 30 people out there.
I mean, the problem is that we've gotten to be so big that people just show up and have a good time. We party early in the morning. That's the way we roll.
Hey, why not? I mean, we could probably skip the show altogether.
Yeah, exactly. Just go directly to the after party.
But we're not going to. We are not going to skip it.
No, professionals have a job to do, and the show must go on.
The show must. May I quote you on that?
That is true, yes. You can quote me on that.
So anyway, we've got some Greenco Builder people in here today.
We have a great show lined up. We're going to start off with Greenco Builders, a great company here in town that builds some really nice properties. And we actually have two guests right here with us right now, along with my great Willow Bend crew, by the way. I've got
Carrie Cox is here.
That is correct.
And Dana
and
Nichols Leo. See,
yes.
I know.
and the joke we always have is there ain't no trio without a Leo.
That's
So, yes, and we've got Tammy who will be dialing in right here as well. She's actually waiting. She's probably listening to us right now. But
probably
don't.
Probably
listen to how we sound.
Carrie into that.
Do I really
That's
want to call
correct,
in?
Yeah, she's going to be like, okay, I'm going to see how these guys sound first, and if I want to, I might have to hang up here before these guys get to me.
So in the house, we've got Ric Davis with Greenco Builders.
Yep.
Yay.
And, of course, then there's Ric Davis.
Say hello, both of you.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
That's your cue to talk.
Hello, Houston. Hey. Thanks for having us, gentlemen. Thanks for having
We're
us.
pretty excited about it because we love the builder community, and I joined GHBA to be more involved with the builder community, and I'm a former custom home builder back in the 80s. You know, we used to chisel out of rocks and things like that. But we've always enjoyed that great relationship with builders. And so talk about Greenco and its genesis of Greenco, how it started, and where you are, and
as I said earlier, thanks for having us, gentlemen.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, my gosh. You don't know us at all.
Thanks for setting your alarm at 6 a.m. to get here, by the way.
Hey, that's my regular time, gentlemen, my regular time. But once again, thanks for having us. Greenco Builders, we build the most durable, energy-efficient green homes anywhere in this area. We've been building homes here in this area since 2008. Our founder, Mr. George Kopecki, has had over 30 years of building experience in and around greater Houston and Texas. We try to provide for our customers the most durable, energy-efficient homes, save them not only money before purchase, but also during the lifetime that they're staying in their homes.
So when you say,
one of the things that I guess individuals don't realize, George Kopecki has been around for a long time in the industry.
I've actually met George probably back in the 80s. So
absolutely. He came from the old... I think it was American Standard days, then moved on in, or American Homes, I think it was, and Royce, and now Greenco, and so he's been around for a long time, been building in Houston for a very long time.
So talk about the difference between the Greenco homes and maybe perhaps your competitors' homes.
Or the way Rob used to build with rocks.
Yes. They're still standing.
That is true.
My personal experience is always been in green building. My passion has always been being able to provide the finest quality green homes for any of my clients. I've been building homes and helping families find green properties for more than 10 years now. I've always seen the advantage, especially with first-time buyers who they're purchasing their first property, to always talk to them about what's behind the walls. And at Greenco, that's what we specialize in. Our HVAC ventilation systems are second to none. We put in standard pest control systems, especially in this area, things like ants, crickets, things of that nature.
Will it keep my brother-in-law out?
We have alarm systems and security devices that'll help you with that.
But there's a lot of standards of green out there, and of course there's some national accepted ratings and things like that. So kind of explain what green means to the average person out there who walks in and goes, "Well, it's green. What's different?"
Okay, prime example. Are we all familiar with water filtration systems that you might find in some luxury or custom homes where they build in the water filtration, takes out some of the minerals and some of the things that you might get?
Osmosis, baby. Love it.
Well, what Greenco is providing for a price point below $250,000, and in a single story, we can get it done for below $190,000. We're providing first-time buyers with those same water filtration systems that they would find in a more expensive custom home or a luxury property.
And of course, talk about energy efficiency. Of course, the first thing I always think about is HVAC.
Absolutely.
And so, what type of units are you using, and SEER ratings and things of that nature?
The great thing is that at Greenco, we are one of only maybe 10 or 11 100% Energy Star home builders in Greater Houston. And I challenge any of your listeners to go to the Energy Star website. And if you take a look, they'll show you those 10 or 11 exclusive builders that test 100% of their homes every single time. And I always try to illustrate for my personal buyers the importance of that. Most builders, and we won't name any names, they can get away with what they call batch testing. They usually test maybe 10% of their largest, most expensive homes. And once those 10% pass, they pretty much rubber stamp the other 90%. So I always try to make sure my clients have peace of mind of knowing that just because their home may not be a $400,000, $500,000 property, that every single home Greenco Builders makes and produces for our clients are tested 100% of the time.
See, when I bought my home, they gave me a Brita filter, and so I just used that.
Right.
And I thought that was
included,
energy
though, right?
efficient.
but it was included.
But it was included, correct.
We touched on something that you actually piqued my interest here a moment ago. You should pest control system in the house. Talk to me, because I mean, you're talking about there's an alternative to having a great big truck come by and spray poisonous chemicals all over my house once a quarter. Is there an alternative to that? I'd love to hear about it.
At Greenco, what we install for all of our clients is what they call a tube-in perimeter wall system. And what it allows you to do is you don't necessarily have to be home after the initial consultation. You can set an appointment with the Home Pro Pest Control professionals. They're able to stop by. There's a nice area on the exterior of your home where the gentleman can plug in, where he actually injects the pest control agents into the wall from the perimeter. And it takes care of any ants, crickets, any issues behind the walls. You never have to have a pest control professional inside your home. And it's not like maybe back in the 80s where you would have the pest control professional come in and spray behind your stove and behind the
big boots,
Well, it's a great thing. Times have changed.
That's really some very forward-looking design. I find that fascinating. Good for you. I mean, really, I love that.
Versus the traditional either boots, as Rob said, or spraying that dangerous chemical, as you were saying, all over your house, all over the place, and then having to make sure the kids are out of the house for the next 10 hours so it all evaporates.
Yeah, that's pretty invasive. I mean, of course, they always want to spray in your cabinets, and you can always think, well, now I got to wash everything that was in the cabinets because they've got chemicals all over it.
And you were talking about HVAC. That's also something I'm particularly interested in. Something I advocate for here in the Houston climate is to have central inline dehumidifiers installed along with AC. Because there are those days where it's just not hot or cold enough to bring the air conditioner on, but it's very wet in this or in rainy season, and it's just so humid inside the house, and you either have to have little freestanding dehumidifiers groaning away, or it's so simple that when the builder will install a dehumidifier on a humidistat that can maintain a constant humidity. Do you guys do that?
Well, what we can guarantee, and everything that you're describing is outstanding, but what we try to do at Greenco is that we can guarantee that when you set the thermostat at whatever your desired temperature is, every room of your house will be within 3 degrees of where you set it. So if we set me personally, I'm a 70-degree guy. 70 degrees, every single room will be within 73 degrees at the high end, 67 at the low end. But most importantly, this is something that I'm really, really proud of with Greenco. And I want to ask you, gentlemen, have you guys ever met a home builder that's willing to guarantee heating and cooling expenses in writing before close, because that's something that we're able to provide at Greenco for all of our buyers.
No.
Wow.
Awesome.
That is really neat, actually. Let's talk a little bit about that because obviously, now where are you at right now? What subdivision are you in?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm in Baytown. I'm in Bay River Colony. So if anyone wants to go to our website, which is greencobuilds.com, if you click on the link that says Bay River Colony, there's a really cool guy who has a really cool headshot there, and that happens to be myself. I'm there just about every day, contractually. I can't work 7 days a week, but I pitch a 10 on my off days, and I'm in the backyard. So if you come on a Tuesday and Wednesday, chances are I'll be there. I love Baytown. I've always felt since the time I've been working in Baytown that Baytown is one of the hidden gems of Harris County. I've worked with a lot of great families there, a lot of great veterans. If we have any veterans that are listening, please consider Baytown because I think we have a great product at a great value for everyone.
And that great product comes through Willow Bend Mortgage.
That is correct. We get financed through Willow Bend as well.
Got to get that plug in there.
All the time. I would absolutely
we
agree.
actually, and of course, you underwrote a class I taught this week, and I brought up to the class VAs, and again, the whole class were going, I didn't know.
Most people didn't know.
And
That
they
is correct.
didn't know because everyone thinks the non-allowables can't be paid or have to be paid by the seller, and that's not the case at all.
Right. We go through that every time.
And if the statistic still is that only 30% of the vets use their entitlements, it's less than that.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I've been saying 30%. So
Technically, I guess the national numbers they say are 30%, but it depends on which areas you're in. Yeah.
wow.
Yep.
Well,
So-
gosh, now I'll use that 12%. Really get people motivated. Of course, we've got people like Brittany K. Martinez out there who's out there pushing that really hard for the vets and things
That
like that.
is
That's
true.
Interesting to know about that.
Right, Rick, you reached out to Brittany, didn't you?
Oh, I had no choice. Of course, I am an avid listener to the show, and I had listened to the show that she had appeared with you guys, and I've always thought that like she would be the perfect resource as far as not only exchanging information but partnering,
Right.
as far as trying to help veterans not only find that perfect loan product but also find the perfect property for them as well.
Now, we also have we have a lot of different Greenco people in the house right here. Where are you at, Kara?
I'm over at Edgewater by the Bay. It's in Baycliff in Galveston County.
And talk a little bit about that area and that community and what all's going in over there.
Oh, awesome. Yes, we're building a lot of houses this year out there. We're located about 5 minutes from the Kemah Boardwalk, right near the water, right there on Bayshore Drive.
And, when you say 5 minutes, I could technically walk, actually, from Kemah if I wanted to, right down the road. I mean, it'd be a little long walk, don't get me wrong, and I do
Well, you
need
could
the
use a
exercise.
little walk there,
I
Chris,
could use the
actually.
exercise, right. Tim's walking like 10 miles a day, so he could definitely do it. But, all the activity going on there, obviously you've got what's going on with Kemah, you've got all the great stuff going down in Clear Lake in general and League City. Talk a little bit about all that, people are moving down there because of that lifestyle that's going on.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a boating community, fishing community. We're only maybe 15 minutes from Galveston on the island. It's really, really great location, and the tax rate's amazing. I mean, school district's Dickinson ISD, which is really up and coming. So it's amazing. It's a wonderful little community back there.
And one of the things, obviously, you got two communities down there. You're in Edgewater over there. I guess anything, when it comes down to obviously what Rick has been talking about, anything different. I mean, one of the things people always ask about is building along the coast. And you guys build, obviously, a very strong home. You build a very energy efficient home. But building on the coast also, you build a home that's going to sit there and withstand a hurricane that comes through or anything like that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Our homes are fully equipped with the top of the line.
You got to have roof ties.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
all that.
Absolutely,
Right there to withstand, all that.
Post-tension slab, and we have incredible build, and it's going to be the same. Pretty much right, Rick. For all of our communities, it's the same build. So we just have a different floor plans. That's the only thing is we have a 40-foot product, and we also have a 50-foot product line. So we have two different product lines out there in one community. It's awesome.
Well, we're definitely going to be getting into a little bit more of the floor plans. We're going to be
gotta pay
getting
for the
into
show,
a little bit more of the areas that you build in. We're going to still talk with Margarita. Actually, Tammy did hang up. I think she got scared a little bit right there. But hopefully she'll call back in right now. Yeah, exactly. Call back in.
Call back, Tammy.
Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to pay for this show. We'll be right back.